Thanks, Rob.
Digital dash, see the RPM bleed. Born for the friction, I'm built for the speed. Bucket seat deep, yeah, I'm strapped in for war. Blue moon bay, yeah, the flat for a roar. Silhouettes are lethal and the stance is a threat. Tearing up the tarmac with a cold-blooded set. Watch how he enters, watch how he leads. Killing the competition, fulfilling his needs, yeah. Chasing the ghost, yeah, he's hunting for souls. The rear end is restless, it's out of control. Telemetry's redlining, G-force is heavy. He's cold and he's calculated, locked in, he's ready. Sarah gone, yeah, he's haunting the track. Gears are slipping, no turning it back. Dancing on the limit, he's breaking the code. Leaving scorched earth all over the road. The back end is stepping a high stakes game. But Sarah gone is the only name in the frame. Yeah, he's slipping, yeah, he's sliding through. He's taking your dignity, what you gonna do? Yo, yo, yo. Lightweight build with a heart of pure stone. Keeping that traction is a zone of his own. The BRs is gifted, is sharp for the bend. But the grip is a luxury he won't even spend. Feather in the throttle, he's strangling the clutch. Aggressive with the angle, got the Midas touch. The counter steer king in a world full of grip. He rules the whole circuit by the grace of the slip. Left foot braking, weight shifting. Tires are screaming while the shadow is lifting. He doesn't follow the line, he erases it. The asphalt is begging, he's gonna debase it. Sarah gone, yeah, he's on in the track. PRs, yeah, slipping, no turning it back. Dancing on the limit, he's breaking the code. Leaving scorched earth all over the road. The back end is stepping a high stakes game. But Sarah gone is the only name in the frame. Yeah, he's slipping, yeah, he's sliding through. He's taking your dignity, what you gonna do? Yo, yo, yo. Sarah gone, yeah, 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 yeah. Sarah gone, yeah, yeah. He's Sarah gone, yeah. Sarah gone, study the replay. Sarah gone, she'll be sliding like a blade through the bay. Burning the traction and winning the day. Yeah, study the replay. Sarah gone, she'll be sliding like a blade through the bay. Burning the traction and winning the day. Yeah.
Happy Monday, everybody. Mrs. Bannister Gaming. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. It is Monday. It is a race day at WERA League. And today I'm racing this. It is Monday, Grover. At least I hope so, because I'm here. Otherwise, one of the two of us is completely wrong. And today I am racing this little beauty here. LVP. Right? It is a spring. At least I hope it is a spring. And this one is dedicated to our track tonight. We are racing at Fuji. We have a 35 lap race to go. And as always, it's going to be intense. There's no way around it. Any racing this league is completely, utterly crazy. So many fast people. Which is a follow-up from last week. Last week we raced at Suzuka, so now we're going to Fuji. We did well at Suzuka, ended up placing 6th after a beating of my part after a very short encounter with a barrier. I did not change my mic, Rover. I did not. Hey, Robson, thank you very much. So I had a very small encounter with a barrier at Suzuka, but still had the fastest lap on mediums, the fastest lap on softs. So I was very happy with my end result. Fuji is not the best track for the Porsche. You know, there's a very, very long straight. and there are better cars in terms of top speed and acceleration who will benefit from that big backstreet. So it's going to be a struggle, but one that's going to be very fun to race at. So we are going to join the lobby. Race starts in about 40 minutes, which gives us time to do some practicing, get used to the track once more, and hopefully start getting some good laps in for the qualifying. Qualifying is 10 minutes. Race is about 1 hour. And thank you, everybody. When I grow up, I want to be you want to be gone. That's what you want to be, Grover. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Again, LVP, Mrs. Bannister, Rob, Grover, Robson. You're all legends for showing up that early to the stream. I really appreciate it. All right, jump on the lobby. And let's get some laps going. I think we may be missing 1 or 2 people if you want to jump in. Thank you, BL. Thank you for patting it. Pat that like button. Exactly. Hope you're doing well, BL. Grover, to your question. We have only 26 people confirmed. Yeah. The like button likes to be liked. So if you want to race, Grover, maybe it's an opportunity. You should jump in. That's fine. You just you take care of taking everybody out. That's all good. We have a plan. Hi, BL. So after race 1, so for those of you who don't know, the league now has 2 lobbies, right? Lobby 1 and Lobby 2. And at Suzuka, everybody on Lobby 1, it's a very spaced out way of talking because I have to try and pay attention here. But for everybody on Lobby 1 ran a 2-stopper, right? Mediums, softs. That was everybody's strategy. And on Lobby 2, there were people that actually raced with a 1-stopper from racing hards to racing mediums, I believe. So I spent the next or the last 1 or 2 days running some laps and practicing. To see if racing hards would be better than racing mediums. Like if a 1-stopper would be better than a 2-stopper. And the result is close. It is very close. But I had about a 10-second advantage by doing a 2 stops instead of one stop only. So that is what we're trying to do today. 2 stops, racing mediums, racing mediums. And then racing softs. And Rusty, I need to make this bigger because I can't see anything. How's it going, man? Big. There you go. Now I can see your beautiful handwriting. Welcome in, Rusty. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Watch what? Watch this. Watch what? We have a sneaky person in the lobby. Yes. Clean the field, Grover. Clean the field. Hey, drones, are you around already? Thanks, Rusty. Has anyone seen drones? I'm missing my racing engineer. So times are now at 1:40. I was able to put a 139. There you go, 139.3 with a empty tank. So let's see what we can do with a very full tank of fuel. That may be a penalty. There you go. Canadian guy just going crazy as always. Right, we have a 0.5 penalty, and we still put up a 40.6. That is not bad. Right, this must be a 39 high. 39.9. Close. All right, let's see. Can we improve on lap 3? That's what I want to see. The Porsche is not the fastest, but it does rotate so well. Oh boy. We have about 20 minutes to the race. And Rob, Fuji is also not my best track. But that's one of the things about the league, right? You have to race them. That is the commitment. Right? I need 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Thank you. Sir Drone's keeping me on track for several things. So I was telling these folks that I tried, you see I crazy with the racing hards in there. I tried racing hards to racing mediums, and my pace with the 2 pit stops far outweighed the 1 stop, like 15-16 seconds at the end. It's not that much, but it gives me enough confidence to run 3 stints, 2 pits, 3 stints. Right, so I can push. I don't have to worry about tires that much, if at all. Right, so that's definitely a good thing. Right now we have a 139.2 which is the fastest time. Drones, I'll run some laps for you and you can take a look at the fuel. All right. So when you say you got, do you mean you testing? Or from my stream already? Ah. Doing your due diligence, hey? I am gonna run one hot lap and then I'll switch to mediums. That's the way, man. That is the way. Awful corner. I should be about 3/10 up my time already. Make that a second almost. All right. Racing mediums. Let's check. I think about 4% per lap is accurate. Ooh, Andy. So it was 4% the first lap. Hey, Forza. Thank you, good sir. This is gonna be a very intense race. So 6% in 2 laps. Just waiting for food to be done. What are you eating? Grovers. That felt fast. Chicken wings. Yeah, 39s on mediums. Now we're talking. Hey, Darom. ¿Qué pasa? Buenas noches. Hey, Peanut. Likewise. Have a great race, man. Yeah, have a great race. And good to hear, Daron. So I'm assuming you're gonna be back on streaming real soon. Will this be a penalty? Soon. Nice. Hey, you're on something, drones. Yeah, man. Gotta get those abs going. Ooh, I see that we are already at 15 likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Right, 10 minutes to quali. Let's run some softs. And you can take a look at the nice livery that I put together. Sounds so weird from the outside. I'd rather refuel. I don't think it's worth it. Late. Little late on the brakes. Yeah, sounds about right. Ooh. That would be nice. Missed the apex. Got this apex. All right, 2 minutes to the race. Good apex. Hey, Baron. Thank you very much. It will be a fun race. 39.4, that's also good. Right, let's breathe. Let's breathe for a bit. Hope you're doing well, Baron. Ooh, I just realized that we are at 182 subs. We're past the 170 mark. Only 18 to 200. I'm doing all right. I am doing all right. It's been a long day at work, but I'm super stoked for this race. I am good, Drones. I am good. Thank you very much. Let's get it. It's a bit of a tire check. Do you guys spell tires with an I or with an Y? We have Rage, Andy, Barnhart. All very fast dudes. Andy, who has been putting up some trouble for me right now. It's really closing on my times. I don't like that. Then we have Canadian guy who's always super constant. iCrazy, who is fast. And then we have Beecham, who is okay. Beecham is okay. Why are you a human though? Hmm? Look, I am very, very, very far from being an alien. But I'm starting to realize that I am not bad. Alright, let's get it, folks. So I'm not going to be checking on any messages. Because as Drone says, I do race better without looking at chat. So give me a break and I'll be right with you. Just gotta do some things here. You can speak, that's fine. I'm making a promise to myself to not check it that constantly. Yap away. Right, this is a 139 lap. Probably 139.5. Let's save this lap, prepare for the next one. right, let's go in. Get better tires. And do it again. I'm happy this is somewhat helpful to all of you. And are you usually closed? All right, time to lock in on the next one. You guys are good. So we have about 2 laps to go. Let's go, Wendy. It's gonna be close. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Hopefully holds true. It's the special livery. You said it, not me, drones. You said it, okay? Come on. Alright, we have rage still. Just keep the text going up. And as you text more, chat more, hit the little like button thingy. Come on. Now I'm scared. Yeah. Starting in pole position. Oh, Andy. I'm just gonna call it a fluke. Is that how we say fluke? Is that how we say it's a fluke? Fluke, fuck. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Baron. You know the thing. I gotta downplay myself a little bit so I don't get too excited. Ooh. Flock. It's a flock. A flock. Yeah. It's a fluke. Come on, Andy. If you're listening, race with me. I'm going mediums. Let's break away from the other guys. Tire check, mediums, 14 laps, then 13 laps, then 8. So drones refuel to 85%, right? Spot on. Sounds good. All right, folks. Gone with the wind. Gone with the wind. Thank you, Baron. Thank you, drones. Cold tires. The rest of the pack may be on hards. Andy is fighting with Paul, so I'm going to use the opportunity to try and get away. That's what I'm trying to do, Grover. Small mistake there. And he caught up a bit. That's fine. Still a healthy little gap that I have there. Good turn one. Right. Almost 1.5 seconds. This is very good. It could be better. It could be better, Grover. But I'll be happy with what I have now. I can't punt backwards, Grover. Gonna have to ask Canadian guy. That is very true. Big mistake over there. No. This time around, you have to use 2 compounds, but you do not need to use all 3. You can, but you don't have to. All right, we have another 5 laps to go, 6 laps to go. Tires are starting to suffer a little bit. Just gotta adapt. Thanks, Baron. It is pretty consistent, eh? Over the last few laps. Slowly degrading with the tires, but still keeping at it. A little breathing room now. Great lap, great lap. Okay, and these tires must be suffering real bad right now. So you gotta be very careful with ours. right. Great last few laps. Box lap confirmed. %85 fuel. Mediums. Mediums, 85%. They're probably going 15 laps. All right, let's go. Give me that slipstream, my crazy. Come on, Cody. You're holding us back. Yeah, I need some of that right now. Come on. Let's go. Thanks for baking out, Cody. Hey drones, what lap do I pit? 27? End of 27. Thank you. Right. We're doing good, we're doing good. Bodie with very worn tires right now. I think he pitted 1 or 2 laps before me. Hands are sweaty. A scary moment there. Thank you. Ah, my heart. Alright, let's see how much time I have to pull. It's 9 seconds to Arnhard. I see that Arnhard, Pole are close together. So 10 seconds lead to P2. Right on target for fuel, I think. No, a little short. Hey, Rusty. Drones, can you take a look at the fuel for me, please? Am I ahead on fuel? Good. I box lap. Softs, no refuel. Okay, Earnhardt will have to refuel. Paul will have to stop once more. It's go time, boys. A little bit of cold tire here. Alright, Comacopa is going in. I do not know. I think they do not. It's going to be a struggle to get through them. Yeah, I had to. Those two guys with the one pit strategy, they're doing very well. Hopefully that's not a penalty. Don't fight this, Andy. Let's go. Come on, let's bring it home. Two laps, two more laps. choppy. Being careful with the tires. All right. We're good on fuel. We're good on tires. Let's bring it home, boys. This is victory lap. Race control. Great race. 6 seconds. 6 seconds to P2. This is amazing. This is oh so good. Let's go. Oh my god. Ugh. Canadian guy, sorry that I bumped you in there. Thank you, you saved it. I waited for you. It was just, I had a lot more pace than you. I had a lot more pace than you on those turns. The softs were really, really prevailing. Please don't be mad. Pole position, fastest lap, clean race. Wow. Wow. This. Let me save this. Oh. Good job, guys. Andy, Paul, got me in my toes, on my toes, at the beginning. Thank God you chose the wrong strategy. Oh. Thanks, Andy. Oh, good race. Thank you, everybody, for choosing the wrong strategy. And thank me for testing them out. I was 16 seconds faster on this strategy, right, on the 2-pit strategy. The gap to P2 would have been bigger had I not been stuck behind iCrazy for, what, 3 laps, 4 laps? Hey, Beechum, thank you, man. Grovers, thanks. I appreciate it. Porgo, thank you, thank you. This was a end-to-end very good race. I think I made one big mistake that ended up saving. So, and then there was a little bit of contact with Canadian guy, but we can take a look at that. How was your race, Beecham? Cheers, Baron. Take care, good sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me over the last hour and a half. I really appreciate it. And drones, you were spot on with a few mapping for me. I appreciate that. The 85% was just enough to be safe. We were one lap over. That's not bad. All right, let's see how everybody started. Mediums. Oh, Rustic started on hards. Everybody else on mediums. Yeah, it would be a lot better if we had decimals. Basically everybody on mediums. Now you can take a look at this beautiful livery. Special Fuji Spring Edition with the sakura flowers. Yeah. Andy, very good on these first few laps, man. I really appreciate you being patient as we settled. So here is one of the... There were two big points in which I was gaining a lot of time. One was this corner here. That getting on that... getting over this curb here. Right, you see the difference, right? You see my line, you see Andy's line. Right, so getting over this curb is super important for Fuji. And then the Audi engine is catching up, as always. Great car. Here, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. Andy has a better turn here. And then this last sector, I was either keeping consistent or having a better line. So here Andy has a better line. But I think I have a better line on the next one. Yeah, here's super important to get as much to the left as you can. You see that I had just a smidge more than Andy. And a more stable exit. Tires are almost identical. So here's I put the fastest lap. I thought I had a lot better tires than Andy. Basically, pretty comparable. Canadian guys suffering a little bit more. So maybe I was just a little better at managing those tires and handling them. You see, times are not that different. So Andy must have made some mistakes here. Yeah, here's one. Here he made another mistake. Yeah, he was really suffering with the tires. Thanks, Rob. Thank you. So here you see some difference. I do have more tires than all of them. Yeah, so managing this right-hander here was really crucial. So now it gets interesting, because we're gonna get out of the pits right behind iCrazy. iCrazy who pitted a few laps before us. You see the difference in tires here. Oof, almost no tires here. So they all went for a 15 laps on mediums and 20 laps on hards. So it takes me about a lap to catch up. It's very hard to overtake here. Yeah, man. I started pole, got the fastest lap, and converted, as you said. So you see Andy, Paul, Canadian guy, all stopping now. And I'm already on iCrazy's tail. I have a much better lap through here. Line through here. How was your race, Peanut? All of them refueling to how much? 80%-ish. So last fuel than I needed. But then doing hards. Hards. Yeah. There's some gap, but not that much of a gap. If I had been in front of iCrazy, this may have been a 10-second difference. Yeah, I was just looking at this as well. Like, I think almost it was hards. So Jet's gonna pit on the next lap. Barry went for the two-stopper. Beecham went for the two-stopper. Jet as well. So we had half and half. I see Rage is gonna go for the one-stopper as well. So these laps here were so infuriating. Because I had better laps. He had a better acceleration. You see here, right? It just gets away. And then as soon as he pulls to the side, like, there's nothing that I can do. Like, this line is protected. So I round the outside, too long. These were great laps, by the way. It's just a nice little battle, right? Little contact here. I waited. We are super close. Then they catch up. Usually here I'm super close. I try on the inside here. But then he had the inside on the next turn. She protected very well. There's a lot of back and forth here. I try a wider entrance. It's a little too much. And then he goes and protects the line, so it's super hard. Maybe I could have done like a sharper turn to the left and let him a little gassing a little bit more on the right. You can see that I'm gonna try the inside line now. But you see, his tires are just wearing out, right? Whereas I'm being able to really manage my tires. It is very hard, Peanut. So you have a much better line here. then that's when Grover came in and said, patience, grasshopper, patience. So here I tried to get in, he protected the line. It's just over and over and over again. Oh, Cody. Man, I was just furious behind you, man. You were protecting this so well. It was so hard to overtake you. But in the end, I think my tire management was a little better. With I think Porsche is a little better on tires. No, it's so good. It's just racing. I'm always furious. See, I would catch up, and you're always pulling away on the last turn. This is where I finally catch up to you. That's where the tires really made a difference. So you knew I was gonna go on the inside, but I went even more on the inside. Very well done, very well done. Then I just had that turn one really nailed. Ah, look at that. Great race, man. Great race. And I think at some point you backed out for some reason. I don't remember exactly when. Oh, at the end of the straight here. I think you're coming in too hot. Thank you for waiting in there. Man, you have, I think, one lap older tires than I do, but the Merc is not very good on tires, huh? And you see Earnhardt also went for 2 pits, restints. And then these guys, pretty together, all 3 of them. So this is a box lap. And I have about 10 seconds to Earnhardt. I think 11 at the time that I pitted. So I came out of the pits with about 5 to 6 seconds to the pack at front. It took me, what, 2 laps to catch up. That's the difference. I think here's when I tapped Canadian guy who has very bad tires. Racing hards were so sketchy at the end of the stint. So here's what I'm picturing, right? I see Canadian guy understeering. I thought he would understeer a little bit more and I was going to be able just to sneak in. This is what I'm trying to do. Not in any way, shape, or form trying to contact him, but you see him oversteering and then he ends up closing the gap. Right? You see here, little contact. And then I wait. Right, I gave him time to establish the position. And sorry, I had to be aggressive here. Because it's awful to overtake at Fuji. So I had to be a little bit more aggressive on that corner. But I think it was a clean overtake. So we're side by side. I do go a little wider than what I tried to do. I really tried to keep the super inside line. And it was just a bit of lack of skill. It's a good thing that Canadian guy did not get a penalty for me pushing him wide. You can see that his tires are just not holding up. And then it was just 5 laps, right, between myself, Andy, and Paul. It took me one lap to catch up to Andy. Then I let the racing hards speak. And by the end of next lap, I was up on pole, 88 pole. We tried to close the door. Didn't work. Look at, it's the second drag race that I have. Audi with a better engine. It actually pull away a little bit, but at this point in time, much better exit. And then it's what it's. Yeah, if you had pace at Fuji, mediums and softs were the best strategy. Look at these, like, hards at this level, not good. Cody, good job, man. Coma Copa had damage. Yeah. Thanks, BZ. Thanks, Get Busy. How was your race? Hey, we got a sub today. 183 subs. I'm assuming it's either you, Cody, or you, Busy. Did you get P1? Did you lock that win? And if you did, which strategy did you use? P2, nice. Which strat? 1 or 2 stops? Yeah, mediums, medium softs, nice. Yeah, it was a lot faster here. I'm just looking at it. You see how bad those racing hards are at the end of the race. Look at this, right? That was a good race. It was a very good race. I actually ran the entire race twice, like with the 2 different strategies, and it was 16 seconds faster with this strategy here. It was a good race. Come on. It was a good race. It was a great race, okay? It was a very, very good race. I don't know how much time that took. I didn't see. But yeah, that's it, folks. It's a great race. I'm not even gonna think about Laguna Seca right now. I'm just gonna enjoy this. This was so good. Getting a win on a lobby like this, oh, it's very good. Right? To all of you in here still, thank you so very much. This has been great. This will be great. I'll catch up with you again in about, I don't even know how many days. But I'll do some dailies at some point this week, and then there's more practice. Controls or control. Welcome in. I do not know who you are. But welcome in. You Koma Copa? Thanks, Beecham. Thank you. Control? Control? Oh, nice, nice. You're in the Greasy crew. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. You just missed, or maybe you were watching one hell of a race. This was incredible. Everybody is a cool cat in GT7, at least the ones that we hang out with. They go from chat to chat together. You're watching the replay analysis. Yeah. It was a great race, right? Oh, you're watching QC on lobby too. Nice. Yeah, it's those races are fun. I'll be back, as I said, at some point this week with some dailies. If you are still there, haven't hit the like button, haven't subscribed, do that. Help me get to 200 folks. We are 17 away. Also hit the little like button. We are with a almost record 21 likes tonight, so I appreciate you all. And with that, I will bid farewell, right? Enjoy the rest of your nights, folks. Rest of your nights. Rest of your night is better. Peace.
Digital dash, see the RPM bleed. Born for the friction, I'm built for the speed. Bucket seat deep, yeah, I'm strapped in for war. Blue moon bay, yeah, the flat for a roar. Silhouettes are lethal and the stance is a threat. Tearing up the tarmac with a cold-blooded set. Watch how he enters, watch how he leads. Killing the competition, fulfilling his needs, yeah. Chasing the ghost, yeah, he's hunting for souls. The rear end is restless, it's out of control. Telemetry's redlining, G-force is heavy. He's cold and he's calculated, locked in, he's ready. Sarah gone, yeah, he's on in the track. Gears are slipping, no turning it back. Dancing on the limit, he's breaking the code. Leaving scorched earth all over the road. The back end is stepping a high-stakes game. But Sarah gone is the only name in the frame. Yeah, he's slipping, yeah, he's sliding through. He's taking your dignity, what you gonna do? Yo, yo, yo. Lightweight build with a heart of pure stone. Keeping that traction is a zone of his own. The BR's is gifted, is sharp for the bend. But the grip is a luxury he won't even spend. feather in the throttle, he's strangling the clutch. Aggressive with the angle, got the Midas touch. The counter steer king in a world full of grip. He rules the whole circuit by the grace of the slip. Left foot braking, weight shifting, tires are screaming while the shadow is lifting. He doesn't follow the line, he erases it. The asphalt is begging, he's gonna debase it. Sarah gone, yeah, he's on in the track. PRs, yeah, slipping, no turning it back. Dancing on the limit, he's breaking the code, leaving scorched earth all over the road. The back end is stepping a high stakes game. The Sarah gone is the only name in the frame. Yeah, he's slipping, yeah, he's sliding through. He's taking your dignity, what you gonna do? Yo, yo, yo. Sarah gone, yeah, 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 yeah. Sarah gone, yeah, yeah. He's Sarah gone, yeah. Sarah gone, study the replay. Sarah gone, she'll be sliding like a blade through the bay, burning